One talking about.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No, ain't nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order.
Mr. Chairman,
that's beneath
would
even
you please regain order of your committee?
That is absolutely unacceptable. How dare you attack the physical appearance of another person?
Are your feelings hurt?
Her words down.
Aww.
Oh, girl, baby girl.
Oh, really?
Don't even play.
Baby girl? I don't think
we are going to move, and we're going to take your words down. Thank you.
Ms. Greene, do you wish to strike your words?
I have 4 minutes and 21 seconds to speak.
I think we have to do the motion first, and then unless there's another motion, then you'll be recognized again. But I believe there's another motion coming. So, you agree to strike your words?
Yeah.
Okay. Ms. Greene agrees to strike her words.
I believe she should apologize. No.
Perry, okay, hold on. Then after Mr. Perry's going to be recognized, then Ms. Greene
I'm not
has 4 minutes and
apologizing.
21
Well,
seconds.
then you're
reserve
not
the right to
striking your
object.
words.
I am not apologizing.
Okay, you just saw that clip and I know your jaw dropped a little. Mine did too the first time I watched it. But before you make up your mind, stay right here, because we are watching this full video together and I promise you, the full picture looks very different from what the mainstream media will tell you. Now I'll say this up front. I am not someone who agrees with everything Marjorie Taylor Greene says or does. But what I watched in this video genuinely frustrated me, and not for the reasons you might think. Because when you watch it carefully, what you're actually seeing is a woman who walked into that hearing ready to do her job, ask legitimate questions, hold people accountable, and the moment she opens her mouth, the other side loses composure and turns a congressional hearing into a circus. And somehow she's the villain? We are going to get into all of that. But first, if you are new here, welcome. Hit that subscribe button because we cover political content the algorithm does not want you to see. Drop a comment below right now and tell me, from that clip alone, who came out looking worse. I want to see where you are before we watch the rest. Let's get into it.
Time's expired. Does any other member seek recognition?
Mr.
Chair recognizes Ms. Greene.
I'd like to know if any of the Democrats on this committee are employing Judge Merchan's daughter.
Please tell me what that has to do with Merrick Garland.
Is she a porn star?
Oh, Goldman. That's right. He's advising. Okay.
He's advising who? What? Do you know what we're here for? You know we're here about AG.
I don't think you know what you're here for.
Well, you the one talking about.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No, ain't nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order.
Mr. Chairman,
that's beneath
would
even
you please regain order of your committee?
Order.
Please.
There's a point of order.
We have a point of order. Mr. Lynch, state your point.
Mr. Chairman, I would just like to ask the parliamentarian if your conduct here in raising money in connection with this hearing is referable to the Ethics Committee within this hearing. Is a motion in order to refer your conduct and your abuse of
It's not a point of order.
I do have a point of order, and I would like to move to take down Ms. Greene's words. That is absolutely unacceptable. How dare you attack the physical appearance of another person?
Are your feelings hurt?
Her words down.
Aww.
Oh, girl, baby girl.
Oh, really?
Don't even play.
Baby girl? I don't think
we are going to move, and we're going to take your words down.
I second that motion.
So who will have to pay? Okay. All right. We're suspending.
Absolutely. No, we're taking her words down. No way is that being allowed. Retract. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
She agrees to that. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be over.
Not today. Not today.
I got to find some place where I can work.
Here's what we're not going to do. You can't. It's against.
Sit down. Sit down.
That's fine, but she has to do a public. And she has to actually apologize. it's not a real apology. Here's
She
what
has
we're
to
not
do
going
it
to do.
publicly.
We're not going to do a smarmy apology. She has to actually apologize. And that needs to be up to Ms. Crockett as well.
Sure.
It needs to be sincere.
This is crazy.
Oh, let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Because her ego's bruised.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's all it is.
She's not used
She
to
doesn't
people
wanna
talking
say,
back to
She
her.
doesn't want to say sorry to nobody for nothing. She's going to learn.
I'll ask. Yeah. No. No. Yeah. Yeah. I know. You're gonna.
Who's leaving?
The committee will reconvene. Ms. Greene has 4 minutes and 21 seconds. There's a motion. Ms. Greene, do you wish to strike your words?
I have 4 minutes and 21 seconds to speak.
I think we have to do the motion first, and then unless there's another motion, then you'll be recognized again. But I believe there's another motion coming. So, will you agree to strike your words?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
agree.
Ms. Greene agrees to strike her words.
I believe she
Chair
must apologize.
recognizes
No,
Mr.
she
Perry.
must apologize.
Okay, hold on. Then after Mr. Perry's going to be recognized, then Ms. Greene
I'm not
has 4 minutes and
apologizing.
21
Well,
seconds.
then you're
reserve
not
the right to
striking your
object.
words.
I am
Mr.
not
Chair,
apologizing.
Now let's go. Come on, guys.
Why don't you debate me?
Mr. Chairman, the
it's
minority.
pretty
No,
self-evident.
Chair you're not.
Yeah, you're
out
not.
of order.
You don't have enough
You're out of order.
intelligence.
Chair recognizes Mr. Perry.
Okay, move to strike
I'd like to
I
strike
move to
those
strike the
words
lady's
as well.
words.
I would like to
Order.
strike
The
those
lady's
as well.
words again.
That's 2 requests to strike. That's 2 requests to strike.
Oh, they cannot take the
There's
words.
another motion to strike her words again. Please
All right.
get
Okay.
your
Here's
members under
the
control.
correct parliament. Ms. Greene, do you agree to unanimous consent to strike your words?
I repeat again for the second time. Yes, I'll
All
strike
right.
my words,
That-
but I'm not
all right.
apologizing.
Without objection. Without
Not
objection.
apologizing.
Chair
Reserving the right to
recognize-
object.
No,
Chairman, I
Chair
reserve the right to
recognizes
object.
Mr.
I
Perry.
reserve the right to
Mr.
object.
Chairman, I move that Mr. Goldman's words and Ms. Ocasio-Cortez's words be stricken.
Okay.
Which words? And you have to do it contemporaneously. Object. The objection must be contemporaneous, and they haven't spoken in 10 minutes.
Nobody's spoken in 10 minutes.
Well, that's right. Therefore, defeating your proposal.
You all have. So that's my motion, Mr. Chairman.
We weren't able to.
But I object. It doesn't refer to anything that's on the floor. Ms. Ocasio-Cortez objected immediately and instantaneously, as you're supposed to do under the rules and precedents of the House of Representatives.
So the first time he could
Mr.
move to
Chairman,
strike.
point of
suspend.
parliamentary inquiry.
All right. We're going to suspend for a minute, but we'll talk to the parliamentary.
I object to your objection.
All right, we just watched the whole thing. I want to be fair here, but I also want to be honest. Let's start at the beginning. Marjorie Taylor Greene opens by asking whether any Democrats on the committee are employing Judge Moran's daughter. Was that going to ruffle feathers? Absolutely. But here's what nobody on the left wants to talk about. That is a legitimate conflict of interest question. That is exactly the kind of thing an oversight committee exists to ask. But the moment Goldman starts heckling and the room erupts before Greene even finishes her sentence, what you're watching is not a policy disagreement. That is a coordinated attempt to shut down a line of questioning before it gets anywhere. Then Greene makes the eyelashes comment. Was it a dig? Yes. Was it the most professional thing she could have said? No, I'll give you that. But she is being talked over, mocked, and interrupted, and Goldman is sitting there giving commentary like his at a basketball game. At some point a human being responds. That's not a character flaw, that's just being human. And if you think a Republican heckling a Democrat in that same way would have received the same level of outrage, I have a bridge to sell you. Now the motion to strike her words. Lynch moves to take down Greene's words, and on the surface you can make a parliamentary argument for that. But watch how the room reacts. The screaming, the oh girl, the baby girl, all coming from people who are simultaneously arguing that Marjorie Taylor Greene is the unprofessional one in the room. Ocasio-Cortez and Goldman are practically cheering from the sidelines. That is not legislating. That is performing for a clip. That is content creation dressed up as governance, and they know it. Then Greene does something that I think takes more composure than people give her credit for. When the chair asks her to strike her words, she agrees. She says, yes, under unanimous consent, I will strike my words. But she will not apologize. And honestly, good. Because an apology in that moment would have been extracted under duress in a mob-like environment, and it would have meant nothing. Greene understood that, and she held the line. Then Perry moves to strike Goldman and Ocasio-Cortez's words, which is completely fair, and the Democrats object, and the chair rules it out of order on a technicality. Of course they did. Here is my overall take. Marjorie Taylor Greene did not start a fight in that hearing room. She walked in, asked questions that made people uncomfortable, and was immediately met with mockery and bad faith. The eyelashes comment gave her opponents exactly the gift they needed to reframe the whole story. And right on cue, every headline the next day was about her, not about the substance of what she was trying to raise. That is not a coincidence. That is a playbook. You can dislike Marjorie Taylor Greene's politics. That is completely valid. But if you watch that video and your conclusion is that she was the primary problem in that room, I would ask you to watch it one more time and pay attention to who was laughing, who was heckling, and who refused to let a question be finished before the chaos started. The people performing outrage about decorum are the same people who blew up the decorum first. And I think a lot of you watching already know that. Let me know in the comments whether you agree or disagree. Come at me respectfully, and I will see you in the next one.